Volume of rectangular prism. Recall the volume of a rectangular prism that we calculated earlier. The volume of a rectangular prism is length times the width times the height of the prism. If we now multiply one of the dimensions by 2, let us see what happens. Let us start by multiplying the length by 2. We see that the prism has become extended along the length. Note that the new prism can be visualized as another prism added to the old prism. In other words, the volume has doubled. Mathematically, we just replace L in the formula for volume by 2 times L. We get V new equals 2 times length times width times height, or V new equals 2 times V. What if we instead multiplied the width by 2 or the height by 2? Again, the new prism can be visualized as another prism added to the old prism. The volume has again doubled. Mathematically, we just replace W in the formula for volume by 2 times W. We get V new equals length times 2 times width times height, or V new equals 2 times V. The result is the same. You will see the same effect if instead the height is doubled. We can conclude that the volume of a right prism will double if any of the dimensions is multiplied by 2. What if we multiplied any one dimension by a constant factor k instead of 2? Let us apply this in the formula. If the length is multiplied by k, the volume of the new prism becomes k times length times width times height. The volume is therefore k times the volume of the original prism. Note again that the effect is the same, whether the length, the width, or the height is multiplied. What will happen if more than one dimension is multiplied by a constant factor k? If the length is multiplied by k, and the width is also multiplied by k, the volume of the new prism becomes k times length times k times width times height. Simplifying, we get volume equals k times the original volume, or k squared times the original volume. Note again that the effect is the same, whether the length and the width are multiplied by k, or the length and the height are multiplied by k, or the width and the height are multiplied by k. If we multiply any two dimensions by a constant factor k, the volume is multiplied by a factor of k squared. What happens if we extend this to all 3 dimensions? If we multiply all 3 dimensions by a constant factor k, the volume will be multiplied by k cubed. Try this out on your own.
Need more help? Subscribe to our channel. Can't wait that long? Ask Maski to help you and let the math finally start mathing.